Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. Oh my goodness, you decided to stop, like you stopped again to check up on me. Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I want to say welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for wanting to know what my video is all about. Thank you for clicking. And then if you are a returning subscriber, I also want to say thank you for stopping by. I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you for all your support. So today on this video, I'm going to be sharing with you all 5 reasons or more why I am still single. And then I'm going to be listing out some factors that have also contributed to a lot of people being single even after 30 years. Now there's this thing that people usually believe that it's a bad character that makes a woman not to be married at a particular time, but I'm here to clear your doubts on that on this particular video. So if you want to know all of that, then you definitely have to keep watching. So guys, I hope you're still staying safe. I hope you're still obeying the universal precautions against this COVID-19. Yeah, so I got my customized face mask, Nurse Ella, customized by my patient. Yeah, a lot of you who don't know, in case you don't know, I'm a Nigerian registered nurse, yeah, and then I'm a YouTuber vlogging from Kaduna State, the northern part of Nigeria. If you haven't subscribed to my channel at this point, I think you should consider clicking on that subscribe button, and don't forget to click on the bell beside it so you get to know when I post my videos. My channel is about lifestyle, especially lifestyle of a single hustling Nigerian girl. I do a whole lot of healthy tips also, and then of course I do a whole lot of relationship and success tips here and there. And most importantly, I do a whole lot of vlogs, especially lifestyle of the northern people in Nigeria. Okay, so let's go straight into this video. On today's video, like I said at the intro, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 reasons why I am still single, and then I'm going to also be listing 5 other reasons why you, male or female, might still be single. How will I put it? Okay, reasons why some people remain single even after 30. Now there's this thing that people usually think or do or say. They feel that because you were not married, that means you have a bad character. Sometimes it's not always like that, in as much as sometimes it's true, but then at the long run, it's not just because you have a bad character that's why you're single. No, I want to drop that ideology. Let's go straight into this video. Now, number one reason why I am still single is that I was scared. I'm going to be listing them one after the other. Number one, I was scared. Growing up, I had different charitable marriages around me that were not just rosy. So it got into me so well that I was like, oh God, this is hellfire. If this is how marriage is, then I think I'm scared. I remember the first man that came to talk to my mom about marrying me was when I was just leaving primary 5, because I didn't do primary 6, and he continued. He waited till I finished secondary school, and in that location where we were living at that time, if you finish secondary school, you're a big girl. So when I wrote my wife, he felt I was now a big girl, and he came back again that he's ready now, and I'm like, nah, I want to go to university. He's like, no problem, he's going to sponsor and all of that. Nah. Well, because I was scared in my mind, I couldn't even give that a thought. I kept saying, no, I'm a small girl, no, I'm a small girl. It's not about being a small girl, it's about me, my mentality, my perception. I was so skeptical about being there, because I felt I was going to experience the terrible things I was seeing around me. Okay, so number one reason why I am still single is that I was scared. So that fear took a long time for it to weigh off my mind and my life. Number two on my list is that I wanted to become independent. Yes, I'm from a Igbo tribe in Nigeria, and from the Igbo tribe, no man wants a a liability. So I had always wanted a situation where, yeah, my husband would bring money for a bag of rice, I would buy the tomatoes. I wanted to be supportive. I wanted to become independent. When I finished my secondary school, like I said, that's when the first man came, and then I said no, because I knew I was so helpless. I was just going into that marriage to be a parasite, and I didn't want all of that. And then of course I felt like, what if something goes wrong? I won't be able to support myself. I'll just be totally depending on this person. So I wanted to get to a point in my life where I can be able to provide for myself and someone else. Okay, and then becoming independent also made it that even when I graduated from university, I still did not feel fulfilled. So that's why I had to go back to do nursing, and now I feel I am now very okay. Not like I am too okay, but I feel at this point there's no how a nurse in Nigeria will not be able to eat 3 square meals if she so wishes. Okay, so at this point I feel okay. I feel relaxed. I remember a lot of people coming when I was about entering nursing school. I kept saying, no, I can't marry now until I'm done with nursing, because I knew nursing was going to give me a bigger platform to, be more dependent, more independent, and, I do be able to always have something to show. I didn't just want to get into marriage, with nothing. And then I remember an experience I had. One man, he kept saying, I don't want to be a nurse. Don't worry, you don't need to work. I don't like hearing that you will not work things. It gets me off my feet. I remember I also had someone who said, you can go to school, but you will not work. I will pay you, and you will not see kids at home. I don't like that. I don't like that ideology. But they keep saying it to me, and that's not the kind of life I want to live. I want to work. I want to practice nursing, because I didn't go to school for me to come and sit down in the house and become a housewife. So most people I met were of the opinion that just come and be at home, and I kept saying no, because that's not what I wanted. I want to be kind of independent. So then number 3, and most importantly, is the fact that I wanted an older spouse. Yes, if you guys know Regina Daniels, a Nigerian a Nollywood actress who got married to a man who is much older than herself. I watched her interviews where she said she wanted an older man, and I was like, this girl knows my mind. I had always wanted someone who is far more older than me. That's because I felt my age mates won't be able to give me that shield I wanted. I want security, I want peace of mind. And most of my age mates who came around were troublesome. Actually, yes, they kind of were troublesome. So I didn't want all of those troubles and all of those stress. I just wanted someone who would give me peace. And then I felt an older man, at least 10 years or 15 years older, would just do the magic. Yes, some came, but I also realized that it's not about the age in the number. It's about maturity of mind and what you have up here, because there are some 40 years old people who doesn't have anything on their head. So that also contributed to me still remaining like this, because when the wrong people come, if you're not what I want, I will just tell you no. Life goes on. And number 4 is the fact that I friend zoned and son zoned a lot of guys. Yes, I'm this kind of personality that I grew up early. I matured early. I'm the first child, so I had 2 sisters, and then later got a brother who I was supposed to be taking care of. So that made me mature early. My mom used to be a teacher, and then when she goes to school, I'm the one who takes my sisters to school. I became a mother early enough. So that also made me that even till now, any man that comes around, before I know, I've transformed into the person's mother. It's not just about men. Anybody that meets me, before one day is over, I have transformed into becoming that person's mother. I know a lot of people who know me are going to nod their head to this particular point. So along the line, growing up before this year, I realized that most of the guys who come around me, before I knew, I had converted them into just being my son or my friend, just my friend. I wasn't ready to have anything else with any of those people, because I had started seeing them as my friend or as my son. Or if I even want to pity you, I will even make you my brother. Okay, so that also contributed, because now The serious ones will not now have the mind or the morale or the energy to say, Ella, I'm actually not here to be your son. I want to be your, your guy or your boyfriend or I want to marry you. A lot of people, they don't have the confidence to speak up and say this is what they want, because I've already zoned them or friend zoned them. It's my mistake, but then I'm happy I did, because a lot of people would have also taken advantage of it. Yes. So, but then it's one of the reasons why I am still living my baby girl life. And then number 5 is the fact that I was too considerate. Yes, I told a friend of mine who used to be a suitor then that I was going to make a video like this, but I've not really made that one. I'll tell my story with him on my video one of these days. So I told him I wanted to make this kind of video. He said, well, that what happened between me and him is the fact that I did not let him do what he wanted to do, so that I should learn how to allow a man do what is in his mind, what he wants to do. Okay, so I'm like, oh, how do you mean? He said, because when he came, the first time he came, he did not tell me he wanted to do boyfriend thing but girlfriend thing. He just wanted to marry me. He told me verbatim that he wants me to be his wife right from day one. And I'm not used to that kind of thing. I'm used to the fact that we should become friends, and then along the line we can proceed into that. But he came so forward, I want to get married to you. That alone scared me, and I was too considerate with the fact that then I was still in my second year in nursing school, and I had 1 year or more than 1 year, a year and 6 months to get done with nursing school. So I didn't want to carry all the burdens of school fees to put up on him. I kept telling him, calm down, let me get done with school and all of that. But he was so impatient. That's what I told him. I used to tell him that he was so impatient that he wanted this immediately, and I didn't want all of those stress on him. So now when we kept, I don't turn my exes into my enemy. We talked about it one time. He said, well, I should have allowed him to do what is in his mind, that I shouldn't be, looking at what he has now. I said, but my school fees was on the high side, so I knew that you could not afford it then, because I was more like your accountant. I know what you have and what you don't have. So, and I know if I had married earlier than then, my parents or my sponsor was going to be like passing off, because they now know that, okay, she's married, let her husband continue taking care of her. All right. So that was my reason for backing off on that journey that would have transformed into marriage. But then at the long run, there was no regret, because it was a time to learn and a good time. I had a good time anyway. So what I'm saying is, I was too considerate, and I have always been so considerate. I usually pity, not like I'm pitying anyway, not like, but I usually feel that I should at least support. All the time while I was in school, I kept saying, hold on till I'm done with school. I was saying that because I know when I'm done with school, I get a job, and at least when I want to cook and there's no Maggie in the house, I do be able to rush out, get Maggie with my money, or at least I wanted to just be able to support the little way I can. I didn't know that I was just, a lot of people don't like to, to be supported. Okay, so but then these are my few reasons why I feel, okay, that's why I am still answering my dad's name up till now. And I don't think there was no mistake. There's no regrets. There's actually no regret so far. I'm just telling you guys so you get to know. I know a lot of people must have been in my shoe, and a lot of people also have had these reasons why they are still single. Then I want you to drop that mentality of feeling that because you are still single means you have a bad. Don't let anybody let you feel less about yourself. You have a good character. One thing I also want you to understand is that everybody have timing. Once your time comes, there's nothing that can stop it. Do you understand? Once your own time comes, it has come, and there's no devil that can stop it. So because you are still single and then your childhood friend has gotten married doesn't make you the bad person out of the both of you, or your group of friends. So just relax and calm down. Your time will definitely come. And then those are my own reasons. Then other reasons why people remain single especially ladies remain single till after 30 years is the fact that, number one, there is an inherited family pattern. A lot of people in their families, they marry late. It's just normal. They marry late. They don't marry. There's no kind of early marriage thing in their family. So when you inherit that pattern, it takes prayer and fasting, and then of course the grace of God for you to escape from that family pattern. Until you decide to disassociate yourself from that family pattern, you will still be experiencing what your grandma, your mom, or anybody in your family experience. Okay, then a lot of people also have bad character. Number two, bad character cannot be overemphasized. If you know you have a bad character and you're watching this video, at the end of this video, try and make necessary adjustment. Men love to be respected. Men love to be, you know, submitted to. So you don't go and start raising shoulders with a man or trying to be the man of the house. When if you want to be married, you have to mellow down, you have to calm down and know that he is the man. There's no contention in it. I used to tell any guy that comes to me that I don't owe you love, I owe you submission. Now submission can be expressed. Like, you don't need me to kneel down or lie down to greet you before you know that I'm submissive to you. By my actions, you will simply know. You don't tell me things 2 times and I get them done. Okay, that should show you that I respect you and I am submissive to you. And then women, the men owe them love. So if you want to be submitted to, just love her unconditionally. And then another thing that makes people to stay single for long is being too choosy. Yes, looking out for things that you don't have personally in another person can make you to remain single for a very long time. You don't make a list of things you want to see in a wife that you want to marry when you don't even have those things. You have to look out for what you have, because you can't give what you don't have. You can't be looking out for a very tall, very rich, very handsome person when you know you don't have those kind of qualities in you. Okay, so those things also contribute to why people remain single. And then number 4 on my list is poverty. Yes, I have also come across ready people who are not financially stable. Yes, I have come across people who okay, let me use myself as an instance. They want to marry me, they want to get settled down with me, but the money actually is not ready. Okay, so those are the things that also make people to remain single for a very, very long time. Poverty, because you need money. No matter how cheap the tradition is, you still need a little money to at least do the small ones that are expected of you. And then number 5 on the list of other reasons why people remain single for long is evil charm. A lot of people are under spells. A lot of people are under some kind of enchantment. Somebody from their village have said that they won't marry. They have done them. They put a covering cast on them that people see the wrong person being expressed through them. Do you understand? Yes. If you have noticed that you see very beautiful girls, very handsome men, nobody is ready to marry them. That's because they have a covering cast on their lives, and that has made people to keep running away from them. When they call, before you know, they are gone, because they are not seeing the beauty in you. They are seeing a covering cast. Some ladies are very young like me, and when a man comes, the face they'll be seeing is the face of an old woman. So that also can make the men keep running away from you, and stuff like that. So all we need is prayers and total submission to God and seeking His will and being patient. Hey, keep working on yourself. There is a man for one woman. There is a woman for one man. So your own will definitely find you. Don't get yourself worried. Don't get yourself worked up, and you don't keep murmuring and cursing God and abusing God because you are single. Your single years is supposed to be your years of working on yourself, trying to bring out the best in you, trying to develop yourself. Self-development should be your paramount at this point. And like I said during my own reasons why I'm still single, I wanted to come to a point in my life where I do be able to be independent. Okay, like now I can comfortably say I'm ready to be married, because I think at this point I can support in my own little way. Okay, so keep working on yourself, keep developing on yourself. Sometimes also I do a self-assessment with my ex boyfriend, people who I've met along my growth, and I do ask them, what were the things you noticed in me that you didn't like or you were not comfortable with? So many of them have been truthful. They have told me one or two things, and I have worked on those things, and I think I'm better off than I used to be. Okay, and I'm still grateful to God that I didn't settle down earlier than now, because I wouldn't have known most of the things that I know now. Like I was telling someone the other day, I said if I had married earlier than now, I wouldn't have become a nurse. So like I wouldn't have gone to school of nursing, because I'll be busy building a family. I wouldn't have the time again to go to school or to think of even doing nursing, so it would have jeopardized my life dream. Okay, so your single years should be your years of building yourself, working on you, developing yourself, being the best you can be. Take care of your bodies, take care of your mind, take care of your mental health, take care of yourself generally. Once in a while, at least a weekend, take yourself out, buy yourself stuff, take yourself shopping, love yourself unconditionally, and then just wait, just keep waiting. It's better late than never. It's better late than doing it earlier and rushing out, because I used to tell myself that Ella, you are matured, you are grown now. Okay, because if I had married earlier than now, probably I would have run out, because I was so not grown, I was so not matured earlier than now. Okay, so both men, male and female, if you are still single and you are 30, don't get worried. Okay, relax, chill, just keep developing yourself. One day it will click. Okay, so thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click on the subscribe button, and see you in my next video. Bye.